Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Happy J6. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp. There's Scott Robbins.
You know, here's the thing. I didn't even think about that until right now.
I know.
And now all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, today is January 6th.
You know what? That's how you know the whole hoax is basically over.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it much on it today at all.
I thought I was going to get comedy tuning into Good Morning America.
Yes, me too.
There was none of it.
None of it.
That's
and today's
wild,
show,
man.
Same thing. Nothing.
I know. No like video footage of the QAnon shaman. Nothing. I know. But anyway.
Wow,
that's how you know.
That is really something. I didn't catch the morning shows today, but I thought, the 5-year anniversary, anniversary. That's one of those like tentpole anniversaries.
I think now people realize that the hoax is up on that. It was not some sort of insurrection.
No.
People thinking they were throwing over the country. Just absolute nonsense.
No, I know.
And now they know, okay, we tried that over and over and over, and Trump still won the election.
Yeah.
So I guess we just move on from it now.
But it is interesting, man. I mean, I was braced for it.
Yeah.
And saw nothing. And I'm like, well, I didn't even think about it again until you just played that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, they're all over Venezuela. And, there were people died, during that raid.
Yeah.
Some of the soldiers from Cuba that were guarding the compound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's ask the question why soldiers from Cuba were guarding the compound.
Oh, they're mercenaries.
Of course.
Well, and now you've got the left. For years, and you pointed this out yesterday, David, and had a bunch of clips of different Democrats over time saying, well, Trump's not doing anything to, overthrow Maduro.
Yeah.
Get him out of there. And now it's like, well, this is terrible what we've done. And Dana Bash, CNN, asked Chris Murphy about an article he wrote.
2019, you wrote an op-ed and you called for Maduro to be gone. Isn't that what you want?
Well, the rest of that article was a criticism of President Trump's early moves to saber rattle around regime change.
These guys.
It is. It's just so slimy. That's why their numbers are so low. There's no authenticity whatsoever.
Well, the only thing authentic is if it's Trump's idea or Trump did it, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Count on it. Every single time. It doesn't matter. Trump cured cancer. Well, that's not good. Not everybody can afford to cure cancer. Not every nation can.
Is Fetterman the only Democrat that can just say, hey, this was a good thing?
I mentioned yesterday Jared Polis, the Democrat governor of Colorado, did.
Yeah. And you still have, people, and we probably figured they're paid protesters in different cities.
Yeah.
Saying this is awful, what's happened. Do you see the dude in New York, this guy, and he's got like a skirt?
Of course.
He has this long, his arms flailing all over the place, but then his voice cracks. It's like they get all these losers to read off their iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
All their prepared statements, and here you go.
Hands up, Venezuela! Free President Maduro!
What? What was that again?
Free President Maduro!
Free President Maduro!
It's like Scooby-Doo.
Well, that guy made Scooby-Doo look like a weightlifter.
Oh,
No
yeah.
kidding.
So, yeah, it's just a lot of nonsense out there, I guess, like you would figure there would be.
Purple-haired middle-aged women.
Where were they at? I didn't see that.
Everywhere.
Okay.
All out there with their signs.
Oh, God.
And then they're asked, what's your issue here? Nah, I don't know. Again, it was Trump. It's Trump's idea. I was just handed this sign and told to screech with my purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm 75 years old now.
All right. Yeah, there was a protester in Minnesota, too. Upset about Chavez's grape boom getting all blown up. Not happy about that at all, apparently. Roll it.
The U.S. Empire bombed his grave!
Yeah.
They want to destroy the memory of the hero, Hugo Chavez! Viva Chavez!
Boy, what is it like to be that dumb?
Wow.
Yeah.
That should be studied.
No kidding, man.
That should seriously, like, NIH needs to come out today and say, all right, we're going to be studying what it's like to be that dumb.
Yeah, that would be good.
I like, too, all the people who are like, we need to tear down statues of Christopher Columbus. Or like, how dare you blow up the statue and grave of Hugo Chavez?
Yes. Well, and Minnesota, I mean, that's its own story. With Tim Walz dropping out of the race with all the Somali fraud that's out there. It was pretty funny. Trump talking about Tim Walz of other things he's called him in the past. I mean,
this very stupid, low IQ governor, he's a very stupid man because, I had a campaign against him with JD, and he's a stupid man, and he's a corrupt politician. The Somalians are ripping off our country to the tune of, looks like $19 billion, but that's only what they can find. So usually when you're looking at 19, that would mean it could be 50.
He goes to
got
50.
a point. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And he comes out there and tries to say, well, Republicans are just trying to exploit this. Mm-hmm. You had some bad actors, but now they're using this as an excuse to attack immigrants. No one's attacking immigrants. They're attacking illegal immigrants that ripped off the country.
Yeah.
To the tune of billions of dollars.
Yeah. Immigrants who broke the law.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
And even if they're here legally, you broke the law.
Yes, you broke the law.
If
you did.
If you're defrauding people, you took advantage of our nation's generosity. And, people are ticked about that. They should be.
Yes. You're either in jail or you're out of the country, depending on what your status is. It's, pretty simple to me. Tim Walz, his daughter now. Did you see her out there? Oh, she's got some threats.
Tim Walz's daughter. Okay.
Because now that Tim Walz is dropping out,
Yeah.
I mean, she's got something to say. Because this has just unshackled her, Scott. Tell you that.
I'm just getting started. I am now being let loose because of this, people. So good luck, Donald Trump and all the Republicans, because you have not seen the last of me or him, to be quite honest.
And you know who's standing there with her?
Who's that?
Her mom?
No, her dad. It's Tim Walz.
He's standing with
He
her?
was the one with the goofy laugh.
People. So good luck.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. What's the worst that she can do? Start an OnlyFans account?
Oh, golly.
I mean, that's a weapon of mass destruction.
Man. What can she do? Like, Trump's going to all of a sudden, call a cabinet meeting? Tim Walz's daughter, she says she's coming for me. How can we plan for that? What are you going to do?
Have your safe space ready and your succession plan in place, Mr. President. Tim Walz's daughter's coming for you.
Trump was talking about, David, some left-wing protesters. I did not hear this.
Yeah, he spoke to House Republicans this morning, and he was riffing on the left-wing protesters who have been popping up whenever they need to at the behest of whoever's organizing all of this.
Okay.
By the way, Venezuela, everyone, they're marching in the streets. They love it, except in New York. I mean, where they find these people? These people, they're not these people are a mess. I know it's not nice to say that. These people are a mess. Where do they find these people? They're the worst-looking people I've ever seen. They got hats that are all frayed and all. They look like they're all paid. They don't even know what they're talking. When the reporters don't interview them because they know that it's the press is so anti. It's hard to believe the press could be so anti.
Yeah, it is true.
It's true. The only people who generally talk to the protesters are conservative media members. And then, not surprisingly, basically 100% of the people that they talk to clearly have no clue what they're talking about.
No, they
don't. Or
don't.
why they're even there.
Yeah.
No.
They don't.
And he's right. They're not getting, attractive-looking people at all.
No.
I mean, look like people that haven't showered in days. Yeah. I mean, that can't be good for the brand. They got to know that. I mean, isn't that something where they call the meeting? Hey, we're paying you to go out there and protest. Could you shower, maybe?
At least find a sprinkler system that's on, walk through it a couple of times.
You got to be a little concerned at optics, don't you? Just a little. I did see one of the protests, several of the protesters, when somebody's out there with a microphone asking them to articulate what it is they're protesting or why. They've got these signs with arrows, troll pointed at the person, whoever it is they gather around with their signs. that point troll at the person, yeah.
You would think if you're that committed to the cause, you would be thrilled to talk to the nearest person.
I would think so.
Yeah, you would think that. You know what was an underreported story that I happened to see? This was a Wall Street Journal. I'm not ready to pay for that, but I know what they were talking about. Did you know South Korea's president has identified an enemy for them? And you know what it is? Baldness.
Wow.
Yes, correct. Baldness.
It's the war on baldness.
Yes, the leader is spotlighting an under-recognized issue, hair loss. He said recently that the health minister there is going to, figure out if the state-run health care plan could foot the bill for hair loss treatment.
South Korea, you say?
So I brought it up.
Dang.
Apparently, the proposal is part of the country right down the middle. South Korea is globally renowned for its beauty, and it says in the story, from heartthrob idols to elaborate skincare regimens. Lookism, the advantage afforded to the physically attractive, is a widely accepted concept. And nearly all jobs require a photo with the application.
Oh.
Never heard the term lookism.
I had not either.
That's something.
But I was thinking, Trump, he's done everything possible to keep that head of hair on. Maybe this is something you could propose to the president, Scott.
Well, I would rather my tax money go to that than several other things.
I like it.
If we can cure the bald, that's something.
Could be the hair diplomat. You're there representing bald Americans.
And if you're against it, you're an anti-baldite.
That's true.
That's all there is to it.
We need hair club for all, and we need it now.
People vote. Support these Somalis that are ripping off the country and get you some hair. What do you want? All right. You got to get to some updates. And the 5 stories we're watching today coming up.
Hey, get in. What? Who are you? I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Yeah. Mia, our doctor figured it out. She said it's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. You know what it's time for?
I do.
Yes, sir. The 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, number 5, the man who was arrested while breaking out windows at the family home of Vice President J.D. Vance in Ohio. It turns out he's a trans leftist. William
What?
William DeFore, he goes by Julia. He comes from a well-off liberal family whose parents are doctors and donors to Democrats.
Well, this is news to the Today Show. 'Cause I didn't hear that mentioned at all.
Oh, no.
Really?
No.
Weird.
He likes it when you call him Julian.
That's what. Julian?
Yes.
I don't care what he likes.
Number 4, DHS agents are now on the ground in Minneapolis going door to door at Somali daycare centers. They're conducting spot audits to find out exactly where, well, federal funding may have gone. Like, hey, how many kids do you take care of? And for that matter, actually, how many adults? Because there are also a couple of adult care centers that are suspiciously lacking patients.
Well, all this is racist, really.
Well, of course, naturally, yeah.
That's what Walls was basically saying.
Yeah.
Well, CNN found no evidence, by the way.
You're joking.
No.
Are you joking me?
Yeah, no evidence.
I love that the left is asking you to believe two things at the same time. There's no evidence of fraud, and also Minnesota officials have been prosecuting people for fraud.
Exactly.
It's like, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, no evidence of fraud.
You're serious? CNN is still saying that?
Yeah.
It's all over the place. I mean, I know you don't want to admit that it was just this independent journalist, Nick Shirley, that goes and blows the thing up and does your job for you.
He went out there when the kids were on a field trip.
Right.
Right, exactly.
At the Quality Learning Center.
Right. Yeah, or Leering Center.
Not learning. They forgot
Leering.
the N there, the first N.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 3, an independently owned Hilton franchise in the Minneapolis area canceled reservations for DHS employees protesting immigration enforcement there. They said they were correcting the issue after the outrage came out. But Nick Sorter, another independent YouTuber, well, he just went to the hotel posing as a DHS representative and was denied rooms. Hilton is now kicking that hotel out of its system because they want to save their butts.
I bet they do, because I got the woke alert yesterday from Consumer Reports, or consumerresearch.org.
We see the name of the people that were running things at that Hilton. Not saying they were part of it, but I'm not saying they weren't.
Yeah, I got the woke alert. Hilton Hotels, and it just said Hilton Hotels just declared itself anti-law enforcement, refusing hotel rooms for ICE agents.
Yeah. They're like, hey, wait a minute. They're just a franchisee. They're just flying the flag, okay? And then they said, we've corrected the issue. And then they didn't correct the issue. And so Hilton is now saying, never mind, you're not Hilton, you're not Hampton Inn or whatever they were anymore. You can't be a franchisee.
Right. Out you go.
You know what's wild? I'm in the process of booking a room in a certain city, and it was going down to, well, there was a Hilton, there was a Marriott, back and forth. They look nice. And then I got the alert. I'm like, well, this is easy.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people that happened to, but it does have an effect.
Oh, for sure it does.
Yep.
Number 2, President Trump declared that a fraud investigation of California has begun. He accused the state of being more corrupt than Minnesota, and that is actually probably true.
Yes.
I mean, the difference is it's not necessarily, dominated by quote-unquote refugees in California. It's dominated by, well, elected officials and political appointees.
Well, just what they uncovered with just homeless money that's supposed to go to, helping the homeless. The problem gets worse, and people are getting rich.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when Katie Porter becomes governor, that's going to change.
Right.
Dude. And it's like out of the thousands of homes that were burned in the Palisades fire nearly a year ago now, or just about a year ago now, what is it now? Like 50 or 500, I think, are actually under construction.
Yeah.
For rebuilding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pathetic.
It really is. Number 1, White House advisor Stephen Miller says Greenland should obviously be part of the United States for national security. And he said, and I quote, who is Denmark? What is their reasonable claim over the island? Come on. That's reiterating the president's call to make a deal and say, hey, look, for Arctic security, for national security, and for NATO security, you kind of want the United States there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFL has scheduled a game there for next year.
Oh, no. It just keeps going, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hear what Trump actually said about Greenland?
No.
I love it when he says, well, I'm not going to get into it, but I'll tell you.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we'll get to that clip.
I want to hear that.
Oh, yeah. And then we also have a clip of Stephen Miller that we have to get to that I have not heard yet. I can't wait to hear it. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin show. And then biggest story of the day, David.
I mean, there's several to choose from today. I suppose on the world stage, it really is what's next in Venezuela. because what happened was not really regime change in the way that we've come to expect it, because the people who were ruling alongside Maduro are still in power. One of the reasons why the dissident who won the Nobel Peace Prize is not going to just be installed, because she doesn't have the backing of the ruling elite right now. So this was a major wake-up call, I think, to a lot of the ruling elite. Like, hey, look, we're going to do something about it if you keep basically becoming a vassal state for countries like Russia and China.
Yeah. And you stole oil from it. And we're stealing it back.
Yeah.
To quote Bono, I'm sure he'd love that. Okay, we'll get to those updates and around to What's Your Story in just a few. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. The Millennial, that's David Van Camp. Not just a boomer, he's sexy. People love him. That's Scott Robbins.
Yeah.
You needed the pause there just for effect.
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We get messages all the time. I love Scott. He says what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well.
Gotta love that, man.
You better change the way you think. That's all I got news for you.
Hey, Greenland, are you paying attention?
Yeah, you
Denmark?
better be.
Uh-oh. You see what happened with Venezuela?
Right.
Trump's saying we need Greenland. Mm-hmm. We need it.
Yeah.
People are like, why do we need Greenland? It doesn't make any sense. What are we talking about here?
We need Greenland from a national security situation. It's so strategic. Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. Oh, I don't want to talk about Greenland now. I just say this. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And the European Union needs us to have it.
There you go.
Well, I mean, if you actually look at the map of the North Pole, like from that perspective, dude, I mean, it's a straight shot from where a lot of the missile silos in Russia are to Europe. I would think you would want us to take Greenland.
100%. No one ever thought about Greenland until Trump brought it up. Mm-hmm. He made it another national conversation. And you have, predictably, people on the left already, without understanding exactly what he's talking about, saying this is crazy. Imperialism. It's taking over countries. What about Denmark?
We destroyed Green,
remember? Yeah, what about Denmark? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. What about Denmark is right.
Well, and you know that propaganda is getting played on both sides, right? Mm-hmm. But it was interesting when you go to Greenland, and people there are like, Denmark doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, really? They haven't been treating you nice. It might be a better suitor that comes along.
Yeah.
It tells you just how pretty you are. Buys you nice little diamonds and things.
A Trump Tower in Greenland.
And then you've got Stephen Miller. I haven't heard this clip, David.
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone is wondering what happens next in Venezuela. And the Trump administration has said, well, for starters, the main opposition to Maduro, Maria Corina Machado, who had just won the Nobel Peace Prize, well, she's not just going to be installed by the U.S. Now, there was some chatter yesterday about how, well, he doesn't want her to take it because he's jealous about the Nobel Peace Prize. I was like, well, okay, that's ridiculous. I mean, that might have something to do with it. No, but also the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal have pretty detailed reporting on this today, saying, well, look at the practical reality, because this is not totally regime change. We didn't go in and oust everybody working in the Maduro regime. We got a guy who was under indictment for drug trafficking, who happened to be the illegitimate president of Venezuela. And so there are still people in the ruling class and among the business elite who don't trust this woman because she was supportive of things like sanctions, which hurt them personally, right? So you can kind of understand, well, hey, we had it pretty good under Maduro. I know everybody else was poor and starving and eating zoo animals.
Yeah,
but
we were making bank off of this.
But you've got to have some buy-in, and that's going to take some time. While I think, again, this was basically just the warning shot that said, hey, we can make life very difficult for you, Venezuela, if you don't play ball. So White House advisor Stephen Miller, though, was on CNN with Jake Tapper, and Tapper was saying, but we need to have elections in Venezuela as soon as possible.
Okay. Jake Tapper, always the answers, huh? That's funny.
You're approaching this from the wrong frame. This neoliberal frame that the United States' job is to go around the world and demanding immediate elections be held everywhere, immediately, all the time, right away. To create these vacuums.
That's not what I think, but you invaded the country. We went into the country and we seized the leader of Venezuela.
Damn straight we did.
And I'm saying,
we're not going to let.
So is the U.S. going to have new elections?
Jake, is that we're not going to let Tim Pot communist dictators send rapists into our country, send drugs into our country, send weapons into our country.
Okay.
And we're not going to let a country fall into the hands of our adversaries. The future of Venezuela, working with America, is going to be so bright and so incredible and so positive, and we'll have a conversation about everything that you raised. But the priority right now, as the president has made clear, is a judicious, thoughtful, careful transition process to secure a great future for Venezuela and to secure a great future for America.
Yeah, and imagine if that wasn't happening.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the gripe from Tapper.
Right.
That it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
You're not going to win with those people.
No.
You're just not. But what I love is that Stephen Miller goes on there and gives some kernels of truth to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So at least they hear it from somewhere.
Somebody.
Because I don't know if they would any other way.
I just can't help but get past the whole zoo animal thing. Can you imagine you're a zoo animal and you finally land in a nice zoo somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're like, this is nice. I get fed. I got my girlfriend over here. I've got room to run and play. And wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? No. No.
Honestly,
you're gonna eat me. I'm a zebra.
The people who were poaching the animals from the I think it was a couple of zoos.
Right.
They might have done the animals a favor because the animals were starving.
Oh.
In all the zoos in Venezuela, basically, because they didn't have any money for food.
Right.
Yeah.
Got no jobs. We got no food. Our
heads are falling
Our
off.
zoo animals are getting poached. Falling off.
It is an amazing thing that happened to Scott Robbins after his heart attacks 10 years ago. I'd never heard him talk much about animals. The only real contact was me bringing my dog to Bring Your Dog to Work Day, and you were irritated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wasn't irritated. I liked your dog.
You were pretty
irritated. I liked your dog.
You were irritated.
It was up on the counter. I just thought, well, I guess it's okay.
You let your cats on the counter. They're filthy. They're on your counter all the time. You don't seem to. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I know.
But then after the heart attacks, it's like all the. And I just feel bad for the zoo animals that got eaten. It's like, what? That's what you're stuck on with this entire story?
Yeah, well, I just stuck.
You ever watched Lion King, Circle of Life?
David,
huh?
Yeah. But like it's animal crackers brought to life.
Well, rather humans get fed. You know?
Right, exactly.
Golly. All right, it's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Tony Docupill. He is the new anchor for CBS Evening News. A lot of people within CBS.
Oh, I don't know this story.
Oh, really?
You already know it.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know it.
It's so great.
I can't wait.
You have this.
Well,
Okay.
a whole lot of people within CBS are throwing a temper tantrum about this because he doesn't sufficiently hate Israel. And also, he's seen as like somebody who was installed by this horrible Barry Weiss lady. I mean, they're children. Everyone complaining at CBS should be fired, like now.
Barry
But
Weiss is liberal.
she is liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not liberal enough.
Now,
Oh, my gosh.
Now, he had his first official broadcast last night as
Okay.
the anchor. I know he actually, technically, his first broadcast was Saturday because of the breaking news that we'd kidnapped Maduro. We'd arrested him and brought him back here. But this was the first official broadcast. I'm not convinced this was an honest mistake, by the way. But he's trying to transition stories, and he has a little bit of a problem.
Okay, roll it.
All right, to other news, as you just heard from Jill. Well, to other news now, to Governor Walz. No, we're going to do Mark Kelly. First day, big problems here. Are we going to Kelly here, or are we going to go to Jonah Kaplan? We're doing Mark Kelly, possibly demoted from his retired rank of captain in the Navy. Hegseth issued what's known as a letter of censure for the Arizona Democrat over his participation in a video that called on service members to defy illegal orders.
They sabotaged him.
I totally believe they sabotaged him.
Yeah.
And he handled it well.
Poor guy. Yeah. I thought he was going to have a meltdown moment there for a second.
When has that? I know that, flubs happen, and Lord knows it happens on this program a lot.
Yeah, but I'm not running their board.
Right.
There's going to be people that are going to comment on the Facebook page that Scott Robbins went monkey buttons on CBS and screwed up the broadcast.
No,
brought up the Mark Kelly story.
I think they sabotaged it because that's never. Yeah. I can't recall a time when something like that had occurred on that type of broadcast,
and it went on for so long.
Yeah,
that was the thing. The Kelly slide was up there for what seemed like an hour, but it was like 10, 15 seconds.
I'll bet you the other thing, they had iPhones rolling that if he would have freaked out on somebody, yelled at him, it would have leaked. And it would have been out there.
Yes.
Glad it wasn't Lawrence O'Donnell.
Wow. Man, we don't have time for it now. Have you ever seen that happen? I mean, people in broadcast can be vicious and territorial, and they will sabotage other people. I've seen it I don't know how many times, just in radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has happened, I think, to probably all of us. All right, Scotty, what do you got for What's Your Story?
I got a great story about that, by the way.
Oh, we'll have to do it next hour.
We can do that next hour. My story is, and it was all over the place this morning on all the Talking Head shows today, the flu virus is terrible right now. The highest since 2010. And they say these things are going to get worse because of the holidays. People gather together and families and that kind of thing.
Oh,
but
I think a lot of us had it in December. So we would have gave it to people. All right, good. We're done with it.
I had it last year, and it was not fun. But it's the same type. It's that type A flu or whatever it is. Hospitalizations are packed now. They have a lot of major cities don't have any room anymore for anybody else in the hospitals, and the ERs too are just full of it too. And they're saying, a lot of it. They're saying, well, people didn't get the flu vaccine, or near as many people didn't this past year, and perhaps that has something to do with it. I don't know. I know the strains, evolve from time to time, but I got a friend of mine right now in the hospital with type A.
Oh, wow. Man.
Flu. Yeah, bad deal.
Doing okay, though?
But, as good as you can do. I mean, considering you don't want it to kick into pneumonia on you.
No kidding.
And if you have priors of any kind at all, then, it makes it even worse. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the show with my mask on. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, you're not. Well, worse than that for my story, Scott Adams, who's known as the Dilbert guy.
Yeah.
Battling cancer.
Yeah.
And, who knows how much time he may have left. And he's back to doing shows, if you know his story. And it's been interesting because when did I start listening to him? Was it like 5 or 6 years ago? I think it was somewhere. Somewhere around COVID. I don't remember. And then kind of got out of the habit and then heard he was sick. I didn't know it. And have, tuned in a fair amount and followed, his battle with cancer, and always known he's an atheist guy. And you've had all these Christians, praying for him and telling him, Scott, it's not too late. You can give your life to Christ, And he's gone back and forth on it. And he made this announcement yesterday, which was interesting. He was saying, hey, to all of the people that are offering me medical advice and religious advice, maybe just back off a little bit.
Yeah.
And he mentioned the medical advice part. Like, I've already tried everything.
Yeah.
I can do all the ivermectin in the world. Okay, I appreciate it, but... And then he got to the religious stuff, and I thought this was interesting.
On the religious stuff, I would like you to say that it's a private relationship between me and Jesus, and I'd like to keep it that way. But I totally appreciate the good intentions. I do love it that you care enough about to write me long messages about what I should do medically or religiously, but it doesn't work with my current situation. So I'll just ask you to back off on that, please.
So, and then he goes on to talk about how, yes, he's going to give his life to Jesus. And then he talks about, I've analyzed the risk-reward aspect of this.
That's a very Scott Adams.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
And then, different people are coming in saying, well, that's not exactly what it's about, or whatever, but that he's entertaining it, I think, for a lot of people that have been praying for him. It's a really, cool thing. It's heart-wrenching to watch somebody, just sort of deteriorate. We've all seen it in our own lives.
Yes.
But, yeah, be watching to see, how he does.
It's interesting how people, risk-reward is certainly, yes, indeed.
Well, he said if he wakes up in heaven, he's a total winner. And if there's nothing, well, he's lost nothing.
Still a winner, yeah.
Right. And that's been, what people of faith have told other people for years. Like if I'm right, well, you're host. If you're right, I wasted a bunch of time and money on something that didn't exist. Kind of wild. All right, we got to get to a news update, and Nimrod's in the news in just a few.
Whoa. More fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and you can get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SUPPLY to get up to a $5 cash back bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime. Write your bank to PayPal or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SUPPLY to get up to a $5 cash back bonus on your first tank. That's code SUPPLY for up to a $5 cash back bonus.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, well, it feels good to be right. Yep, got the high-pressure playoff matchups coming up, man, this weekend. Ton of football. Elite hoops action almost every night. The action never stops. So start the new year right with Prize Picks. You'll get $50 and instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. To see on Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 or more players. Or I shouldn't say that. Pick 2 to 6 players. Thank you. I'll take that strike down the middle. Pick more or less on their stat projections and submit your lineups. Prize Picks has early payouts, too. So if your lineups gets off to a hot start, you can now have the option to cash out. Yep, before the game even finishes. So you can also copy lineups, too, with one click on the new social feed feature. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 instantly when you play your first $5. That's code MVCR on Prize Picks. $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
Let's talk about dancing, David.
Yeah, President Trump, he was talking to House Republicans today, riffing as usual, and he talked about how First Lady Melania Trump doesn't like some of his antics.
What?
I said, but I did become president. She hates when I dance. I said, everybody wants me to dance. Darling, it's not presidential. She actually said, could you imagine FDR dancing? She said that to me. And I said, there's a long history that perhaps She doesn't know.
That is tremendous. All right, we got to get to Nimrod. Here we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Florida. 19-year-old guy, he's driving on wet roads. You know, when it's wet, it's a little more dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
So you maybe keep your speed lower than, I don't know, 154.
Oh, wow. What?
154 on wet roads. He's in a bunch of trouble, and that's Nimrod's in the News.
Whoa.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Oh, it's interesting, especially Democrats talking about Maduro in the past and Maduro now. I give you one Chuck Schumer.
Okay.
From the past
The president brags about his Venezuela policy? Give us a break. He hasn't brought an end to the Maduro regime.
Yeah, you got that? Chuck Schumer 2026.
Maduro's a horrible, horrible person. But you don't treat lawlessness with other lawlessness. And that's what's happened here.
How so? He doesn't explain.
No, of course not, because there is no explanation.
They're like, Noriega who? What? What are you talking about?
Right.
Like it is fascinating that the best I've seen is we just don't like the way he did it. That's the best they can come up with. Well, how would you like him to do it? I'd love to hear your idea.
Because you said you wanted him out.
Yeah.
So how is that supposed to happen?
Right.
A sternly worded letter from our friends and neighbors and allies?
Did you want a coup? Did you want the CIA to just introduce more chaos into the region? Like, what exactly do you want? Because our allies and partners in the region weren't doing diddly squat.
Per usual.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like, well, we're all in this together, so when we do nothing, maybe voters won't remember.
Yeah.
And got away with it for years. Oh. Come up with something better then.
Mm-hmm.
Stop griping. Okay. Meanwhile, we haven't hit on the old Mark Kelly story yet.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mark Kelly censured Pete Hegseth.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, we told you when you put this video out. And you're basically telling soldiers, hey, you don't have to just follow the leader's orders.
Yeah, right.
If you're breaking the law, wink, wink.
Yeah.
So what they were doing is basically trying to tell the American people, oh, Trump's ordering, these soldiers to do things that are illegal.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then,
but there's nothing to that, so you just infer it, and then people will believe it. That's part of the trick. And now someone called him on his BS.
Yeah, he did. Well, so he is one of the Democrats, Mark Kelly is, who did that stupid video telling troops to disobey illegal orders without specifying what orders they were talking about. And it was, like you said, brainwashing the population. That was the attempt. And also encouraging insubordination.
Yes.
Now, he's facing a reduction in rank now as the Pentagon is investigating him. And it was interesting that he did not get the softball treatment he probably expected from liberal pundit Jon Stewart.
Oh, roll it. I haven't heard it.
You have an obligation not to follow those orders.
So are the boat strikes illegal?
Well, so I've been asking this question for a long time. I'm on the Armed Services and the Intelligence Committee.
Right.
They have some complicated legal rationale, 40 pages of why these are legal. It's questionable at best. And by the way, at first it was fentanyl, then it was cocaine, then it was about regime change, then it was about oil.
I understand.
So,
but what do you see my point? You yourself
I totally
are saying,
see your point.
I don't.
But
I don't know.
Our point is to members of the military who don't get reminded of this often. When something is clearly unlawful, you have an obligation not to follow those orders. It's a pretty simple thing, and we've seen in our history multiple times when even under those circumstances, members of the military have done stuff that was clearly over the line. We did not want that to happen.
under the Obama administration, they did extrajudicial killings of an American citizen through drone strikes. Like, we criticize that. That's my point is there's enough gray area.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, there is, because he contradicted himself.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I mean.
Which is it?
Exactly. Pick one.
That's like people falling back on I was only asking questions.
Right.
No, you were trying to make a point.
No.
And it kind of blew up.
Goofy.
Well, if he was hoping for the softball treatment, I think he got it on Good Morning America.
Oh, yeah?
On ABC. At least that's what I thought. I can pick up part of the broadcast from this morning. I think they're done talking about Venezuela, and you get a little commentary from Michael Strahan, which everybody is just wanting to hear, how he can give just a little bit of commentary at the end of a story and then transition to the next one. Here you go.
Of course, Denmark. Michael?
Yeah, a lot of chaos being created right now. Thank you so much for that, James. We're going to turn now to Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, firing back after the Pentagon moved to censor him over last year's video urging service members to refuse illegal orders. Rebecca Jarvis spoke with Kelly and his wife, former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, and you're here to tell us about it. Good morning, Rebecca.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. Hi, guys.
Okay, why is he doing the interview with his wife? This is all about optics.
Sympathy, because she got shot in the head by a lunatic.
Correct. That's what it's partly about. She's got nothing to do with this, but they're going to do this interview together. Okay, go ahead.
Rank and retirement pay, but this morning, Senator...
I'll go back just a little bit because she's talking. What could happen to Mark Kelly?
They could cost him his military rank and retirement pay, but this morning, Senator Kelly and Gabby Giffords say they are fighting back.
Yes, they're fighters.
I have a right, just like every other American, to say what I think, what I believe.
This morning, Senator Mark Kelly firing back at Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's censure, claiming the retired Navy captain made reckless and seditious statements, including in this video directed at U.S. service members.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
Hegseth alleging Kelly and other lawmakers counseled members of the armed forces to refuse lawful orders. Is there anything in retrospect that you would have said or done differently over these last several months?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I basically repeated what is in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which is the law for the military. Members of the military need to follow the law. It's very simple.
Okay, so far. Yeah, you're over there. You're
I know, but
like
I mean,
a freak
John
out.
Stewart asked you, is this lawful? Is this unlawful? I mean, well, I suppose, interpretation.
Right.
In other words, I don't know. You don't know.
So what ABC is doing, at least in my opinion, is picking up the mantle to say, see, they were being asked to do something illegal.
Right, although you could.
And he's just calling that out to remind them they don't have to do that, and actually they shouldn't.
Golly. Just slimy, slippery linguistics.
And I'm sure that he's glad to have a helper there with him when he says nothing, and she says, that's right, nothing. Even though she wasn't in the video. But anyway, go ahead, more.
Upon the video's November release, President Trump calling the message punishable by death and resharing a social media post calling for participants in the video to be hanged. Trump later saying he was not threatening death.
I said something.
By the way, said this could be considered, which it could be punishable. And they're putting it out there. Trump said I should be killed.
Well, it's like the Liz Cheney thing during the campaign, where Trump goes out there and says, wow, it's easy to be really pro-war. You want to invade everybody. You want to occupy a bunch of different foreign lands. It's really easy. Let's try you getting in front of all those guns. And that got twisted into he wants to put Liz Cheney in front of a firing squad.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Morning Dope and the rest of them are all out there. He wants to put her in front of a firing squad. Yeah. Anyway.
That the president and Pete Hegseth didn't like. And because of that, the president said I should be hanged. I should be prosecuted. This is un-American. And this sends a chilling message.
How do you respond?
Okay, hold on a second.
He doesn't believe that.
No, I don't think he does either.
He doesn't believe that.
Because I said something he didn't like. No, you're telling people not to take orders. People are not dumb. They understand what you're trying to say.
How do you respond to critics
who say your message risks being read through a partisan lens inside what should be a nonpartisan military.
It's not partisan. I'm a member of the Armed Services Committee. I'm on the Intelligence Committee. And I would have expected that if this president said anything about what we said, it would have been, of course you don't follow illegal orders. But not this guy, because he looks at this as maybe somehow as a threat to his authority.
The censure will result in a demotion of Kelly's rank and retirement benefits. Kelly, who served over 25 years in the U.S. Navy, and his wife, former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, vowing to fight the action with everything they've got.
There's not much left. I know it can get boring. Listen to this. But if I got to suffer through it, so do you. Sorry, I'm not one of those people that I suffer, so you don't have to. No, we're all going to suffer together.
Let's do it.
I'm joking, but here's the rest.
That Gabby and I are not people that back down.
No way, Jose.
From anything, from any kind of fight.
Now, this censure is more of an administrative action. It is less severe than a court-martial. The defense secretary is warning that the senator, his reaction to this may result in discipline and that it could subject him to criminal prosecution or further administrative action. But as you heard there, they say they're fighting back and they have 30 days to respond now.
That's a very strong couple, both of them. Yes. Thank you, Rebecca.
He shows her a joke, man.
Jackass.
Isn't it, man? I noticed they didn't have anything today on the January 6th convict that says he was tortured in prison under Biden, and he is seeking $17 million from the feds. Ryan Samsel, if you know his story, holy smokes. Crazy what happened to him after he got put in jail. They're not going to have that type of story there. They're not going to tell both sides of anything.
Oh, no.
It's all very one-sided.
He should open up his own Somali daycare.
No kidding.
If he really wants the hard cash.
Man, oh, man. Saw this. And they do this every year. Here are now the TV shows that turn 50 this year.
Oh, boy.
And this is
really old here.
This is an opportunity for David Van Camp to look at us both, Scott, and say, yo, Old Man River, never heard of that show.
It's true.
But I'm just curious, David, if you not only heard of, but you ever saw any of them. Okay? Three's Company.
I've heard of it. I don't recall ever seeing a single episode.
Did you watch it every week, Scott?
Not every week, but I remember the show. Yeah.
Okay. It was on in our house every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family Feud. Feud's still going.
Yeah, that thing is still on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you watch the Muppet Show, Scott?
No, I didn't, but I'm sure my daughter did.
I didn't either until a friend of mine said, have you ever seen Animal? I'm like, who's Animal?
Oh.
It's like the drummer. I'm like, and then I started tuning in just for Animal. Animal's hilarious.
Yeah.
That was the only good part.
He's Keith Moon.
Yeah. Charlie's Angels is 50 years old.
Oh.
Yep.
Did you have the Farrah Fawcett poster on the wall?
Oh, no, my parents would never have allowed that.
Are you saying I had bad parents?
No, I'm
loose
just saying,
morals. Is that what you're saying?
My parents wouldn't have allowed it.
I got it. That was right next to my Kiss posters.
Yeah, I could put the Kiss poster up, but not the eraser heads.
Got it. Oh, did you? It was cold in that photo shoot.
It really was.
It really was.
Yep.
Those were on T-shirts all over too. The Farrah Fawcett thing was wild. David, you ever heard of the Gong Show?
No.
The Gong Show was great.
Oh, Chuck Berry's Gene, the dancing machine.
And I'm sure that if I watched it now, I'd be like, this is stupid. But as a kid...
It was stupid. Barris running around. Yeah. It was great.
Bionic Woman.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
Did you watch it?
I don't recall watching it a lot, but I really liked her.
And Battle of the Network Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen any of the video footage of this?
Yeah.
You talk about the revealing outfits. It's unreal. Looking back at it now, it all seemed normal at the time.
Oh, the Olympian Bruce was on there before he became.
Oh, that's right.
He was on there all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go back, watch some of those. It's kind of wild. All right, a couple of news updates to get to in the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead. Have you been overindulging a bit over the holidays? Come on, who hasn't? heavy food, sweet desserts, having maybe a little extra holiday cheer, all of that can really take a toll on your liver. And if you're looking to kick off 2026 feeling better than you did at the end of 2025, a smart place to start is taking care of the organ that's been working overtime.
Yeah, you can easily add Active Liver from New Nordic to your daily routine. It comes in easy-to-take tablets or great-tasting gummies, and it helps support your body's natural detox process. Active Liver from New Nordic helps out with digestion issues, make you feel less bloated. It can help give you better energy and make you feel less worn down overall, which after the holidays, between, well, the food, the drink, the family sometimes, that's saying something.
So get the new year off to a healthier start with Active Liver. It's a simple, delicious daily detox. You can find it online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com or pick it up at CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, and now even Wegmans. Check it out. Active Liver. New year, new you. New Nordic.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
Right. Number 5, the man who was arrested over a hammer attack at the family home of President or Vice President J.D. Vance. Got a little ahead of myself there. In Ohio, it turns out he's a trans leftist. His name is William DeFore, but he likes to be called Julia. Comes from a well-off liberal family. They're donors to Democrats, yada, yada, yada. Has a rap sheet for things like vandalism in the past.
It's a man, baby!
Yeah, he's a guy. Number 4, DHS agents are now on the ground in Minneapolis going door-to-door at Somali care centers. They are conducting spot audits to find out exactly, hey, how many kids are there? Where's this money going that you're getting? We'd like to know.
Well, by asking those questions, you know that is, in fact, racist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Aren't they going to be loaded with kids by the time they get there?
Well, if they're doing spot checks, I don't know if everybody got the memo.
I don't know.
Yeah. Number 3, President Trump declared that a fraud investigation of California has begun and accused the state of being more corrupt than Minnesota, which I think is probably true. I mean, dude, how many millions of dollars are they over budget for this high-speed rail that still isn't has 0 operational legs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots.
It's wild, man.
It is.
Number 2, an independently owned Hilton franchisee in the Minneapolis area canceled reservations for DHS employees protesting immigration enforcement. They said they were correcting the issue, but Nick Sorter, an independent YouTuber, went to the hotel posing as a DHS representative and was denied rooms. Hilton is now kicking that hotel out of its system, which is, again, it's sort of a damned if you do, damned if you don't moment, because, you know, people are ticked off about this, but then brain-dead liberals are going to be like, well, you support ICE?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to spell Hilton with 2 T's now. They get around it.
Number 1, White House advisor Stephen Miller says Greenland should obviously be part of the United States, reiterating the president's call to make a deal because for national security, you need it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just talking about TV shows that turned 50 this year, and I brought up Battle of the Network Stars.
Yep.
And the outfits that they had them wear, because there was, you know, all these different sporting competitions, and there'd be, you know, like running hurdles. I think there was something with baseball, and then there would be something with swimming. And these women would get out of the pool. And as you know, a 10-year-old kid or whatever at the time, you're like, holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just kind of seems normal. That's just what people wear. And you look at it now, you're like, wow, that was pretty revealing stuff. Mm-hmm. And since David didn't know, I mean, you see it, you Google it. Was I overselling it?
Not bad. Linda Cardner, not bad. Yeah.
Wonder Woman, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no plastic enhancement either.
No. And even for the dudes, they were wearing like the Speedos. It was Barney Miller, and he's...
I don't think I've ever been able to make out tan lines through a one-piece swimsuit.
And there you go.
Yeah, well.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show.
You woke up this morning not knowing you'd learn that, huh?
I know. I've just never seen that before. That's right. A new one.
There you go. Yeah. Some people think they should bring it back.
The network stars thing?
Are there any network stars?
Yeah.
Who would be the network stars? Who would be the network star of CBS, ABC, and NBC?
A bunch of people you've never heard of.
Like somebody from Law and Order?
Oh, maybe. Mariska Hargitay or whatever.
Queen Latifah? Isn't she on some...
Yeah, she's on a show.
Some primetime show?
Yep.
Well, I don't think anybody's tuning in to watch her do anything athletically.
No
offense.
That could be tough.
Yeah. I mean, it was used to be like people, somewhere between, 20 and 50, something like that. All right, we got some news updates to get to. A quote from Trump you're going to want to hear. And what's your story? Straight ahead. All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So Trump said, at some point, a little nice job, a little attaboy, something?
Yeah, something you'd think after, you arrested Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro without any loss of American life. I mean, now he's standing trial for something he was indicted over here in the U.S. I mean, you would think, hey, that's great. But, Trump talked about the reaction from Democrats and left-wing protesters who are very mad about this whole thing.
Of course they are.
At some point they should say, you did a great job. Thank you. Congratulations. Wouldn't it be good? I would say that if they did a good job. Their philosophies are so different. But if they did a good job, I'd be happy for the country. They've been after this guy for years and years and years. And, he's a violent guy. He gets up there and he tries to imitate my dance a little bit. But he's a violent guy. And he's killed millions of people. He's tortured. They have a torture chamber in the middle of Caracas that they're closing up. But he's tortured people. And now what they do, the radical left, they actually have people, and it's hard to get them. They're all paid people. Most of these people are paid. They're paid when they have brand new, beautiful printed signs by like the highest quality printer, and you have a woman, free Maduro, and the sign is before we even did the attack.
Yeah.
Free Maduro. Why do you want him freed? I don't know, but he should be free. Oh, she reads the sign. What does that say? It says free. Well, that's what I believe.
They are all reading from notes.
Oh, well.
The audio of the protester in New York yesterday, who was, I forget who it was now who was asking the questions of him, but he's saying, what do you think about these Venezuelans who seem pretty happy about this guy being gone? And he says, I'm here to protest American imperialism. Okay, but they're celebrating in the streets in a lot of parts of Venezuela. Well, I'm here to protest imperialism and capitalism. He just kept going back to that prepared line.
Yes.
They don't think for themselves.
No. I want to hear that again. That you brought it up, David.
I'm organized with the Revolutionary Communists of America. We're out here to say hands off Venezuela, and we unequivocally stand with the people of Venezuela against U.S. imperialist aggression.
What do you think about the people of Venezuela celebrating on the streets? What do you think about the people of Venezuela celebrating on the streets today?
I saw images of Venezuelans being bombed after the U.S. bombed Caracas. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, but at the end of the day, I stand with the people of Venezuela against U.S. imperialism. The U.S. has no right to bomb the people of Venezuela. The U.S. has no right to kidnap another.
What if they want us there? What if they wanted Maduro out?
Why are they all celebrating? Why are they celebrating?
I don't know. Do you have a correspondent there who can ask? I'm here demonstrating against. I'm here demonstrating against U.S. imperialism and the U.S. intervention.
Is this AI though? These images of everybody
I don't know.
celebrating?
You're the one showing me the video, so let me know. You're showing me the source.
I don't know. I don't think it's AI because it's being published by multiple news organizations. So just what are your thoughts on it?
I'm here protesting U.S. intervention.
I understand that.
U.S. imperialism.
Yep. Just read it.
I read a timeline today of all these things, all these protesters, and within minutes after the Maduro capture, everything went into action. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, sure.
10 or 11 different organizations firing up their base to go protest.
Wow.
I mean, it's a timeline. It was literally every 90 seconds, another one was launched.
Just worthless.
I mean, it's incredible.
And then they're reading from their phones.
Well, yeah.
Like that, we had that clip of the skinny, it's a dude dressed as a woman, and the voice is cracking.
Hands up, Venezuela! Free President Maduro!
Scooby Snack?
Kelly.
Dork. Oh, my gosh, man.
Maduro!
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to say it from now on. Maduro.
Me. RFK Jr. orders major overhaul of childhood vaccine schedule. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Cue the freak out.
Here we go.
Here we go. So the freak out's going to be on, but then I'll ask, why is there freak out?
Because it's Trump's guy.
Well,
I know.
Also because people don't read the details of what they're looking at because they're, America as an outlier in terms of how many vaccines we give kids, and he just wants to study it. That's what they say. And then, of course, because measles has been a big thing in the actually going back even before Trump was inaugurated, you've got people like Jake Tapper on CNN saying, oh, well, this is all RFK Jr.'s fault. And it's like, well, see, here's the thing. It's not, because also they're still recommending measles vaccines.
Yes.
They are.
They never pulled that out.
And for mumps and rubella, polio. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Chickenpox, HPV, all these. They're still in there. But still, it's freak out. And part of that is because the left did this job on RFK Jr. of like, oh, God, he's anti-vaccine. That was the whole thing. And he would try to say, I'm not anti-vaccine, but we've got to look at these things.
He's got worms in his brain.
He put a whale's head on his car.
Yeah. He did
which
do
is
that.
true. He did.
And
so, he kind of lended into the, all right, he's not your average cat.
Oh, he did have a worm in the brain. The worm is dead, though, as I understand it.
Yes.
But it's still there or something like that.
Something like that.
He's got a dead worm in his brain.
Got a name for it.
Yes.
Wilbur.
One thing you can't argue with is the shape the dude's in.
Oh, gosh, no.
For his age, it's still pretty remarkable.
Especially you put him side by side by the rest of his family. That freaking freak show.
You know what, dude? I never really thought about it. I had never noticed it. And one time, this has been like 5 years ago. We were talking about the Kennedys, and David said they're all mutants.
Dude,
I'm like, wow, that's harsh.
There are several of them who cannot physically close their mouths. It's crazy. Like you see them at like a family gathering, and they're like, hi. It's like,
gosh, dang,
extras from The Hills Have Eyes.
Well, isn't it though? Not first generation necessarily, right? It's like second generation, third generation. Yeah.
Well, from when you were growing up, Scott, the Kennedys, they were like the family.
Oh, well, yeah, it was Camelot. It was, it was our royalty. Yes.
Yeah, so the first time I hear David talking about Hills Have Eyes and stuff like that, I couldn't help but laugh. Like, wow, there's a different perspective.
Well,
no doubt about it.
They do. They look like freaks, man.
Wow.
Okay, you got to.
I don't know.
Pick out the ones that look like freaks, because all I can think about is the different Kennedys that were all older.
Yeah.
That were like these, pretty good looking dudes.
Well, that's all we know.
Yeah. Hey, he's already got the Google machine going. We got to move on to. It's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, who are the freaky looking people?
I'm looking every time, dude. I look at him. What is happening right now? I'm just I'm wanting to put a moist towelette under somebody's chin.
Oh gosh,
horrible looking people, man.
All right, we'll get back to that. What's your story?
Like you never wondered what Arnold saw in Maria Shriver. All right.
Well, yeah, I did not get that. I thought just maybe when you're Arnold, you can pretty much have any woman you want, to a large degree. And then so a guy like that ends up choosing someone that he finds intellectually stimulating, that challenges him.
Uh-huh.
It's like the Clooney thing.
Right.
That's all I could figure with that.
In the end,
it certainly wasn't just physical attractiveness.
Arnold went with the maid in the end.
He did. Yeah. Yeah.
She wasn't all corners, at least. Anyway.
God.
NFL legend Tom Brady.
Dusting, swaying back and forth.
Tom Brady was asked about the current situation in college football because you got kids transferring left and right to chase money. I mean, you got a lot of teams where most of their starters aren't coming back.
Right.
Like my alma mater, UNT, University of North Texas, they had one of their best seasons ever, maybe their best season ever. And now a bunch of people are transferring. And it's like, oh, dude, that sucks. But they're chasing the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tom Brady was asked, hey, would you have stayed at Michigan if you could have cashed in somewhere else?
Okay.
It's such a hypothetical situation. The only thing I can answer is to say that based on what my experience was, I wouldn't want it any other way. My college experience was very challenging. It was very competitive. The lessons I learned in college, certainly about competition, those traits transformed my life as a professional. I was ready to compete against anybody because the competition in college toughened me up so much. And I think if we take that away from a young student athlete to say, you know what, I know it's tough to compete, but what we're going to do, before you have to compete, we're actually going to put you somewhere else. You can't expect a 17 or 18-year-old to make these great decisions. They're young. They don't have life experience. It should be the parents. Be a good parent. Teach your kid the right values. What's going to sustain them in their careers over a period of time? We're prioritizing the wrong things. We're valuing the wrong things. And I'm not saying it's not important. It's one of 10 things that are important. Yeah. And certainly to me, it's not the most important. So when kids do go through that the right way, they're actually learning the right values.
Yeah. I get what he's saying, but he may be the worst.
I was thinking the same thing, man.
Of all time.
Talking about, he's valuing the wrong things.
He blew up his family for the NFL, dude. After he was already widely recognized as the greatest of all time.
After he went to Tampa and got another chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
But yeah, that's a big thing with college football. You can't blame a kid. Really?
Oh, heck no.
No.
I mean, is the university really putting everything into this, quote, student athlete?
Of course not.
Please.
I hate the term.
Oh, yeah.
It just makes me
That's a
nuts.
full-time job.
Yeah.
When you're a college football player at a big-time school. All right, Scotty, what do you got for What's Your Story?
Well, mine's sort of sports-related, I guess. It involves Tiger Woods, recently turned 50, by the way.
Yeah.
Has not played competitive golf since what? It was the Open, I guess, in 2024 was the last time he played in a competitive tournament.
Guess he got hurt again? Yeah.
The absence of the sport. He's currently ranked. This is what blows my mind. Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
2,590th in the world.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
He closed out the 2024 season 879. If he does not play competitive golf again this next year, he will fall off completely. Tiger Woods.
And yet, there's the guy that if he plays in a tournament, the tournament sells out.
All eyes on, man.
And you can't wait. I heard someone talking over the break that Tiger is going to play a lot on the Champions Tour this year, which is like the seniors.
I was wondering
like 50,
about that. Yeah.
50 and over.
Uh-huh.
And I actually heard an interview with two guys that are on that tour that are like, please, Tiger, please come out, because that means more money for all of us. They remember what he did for the PGA Tour when he busted on the scene in '96 and what it could mean for the Champions Tour, because they predicted if Tiger does that there will be more people tuning into Champions Tour events than PGA Tour events.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe not the majors, but just like your regular old Sunday tournament.
But can you imagine if this guy's in the hunt after the first 9? I mean, the next day?
I don't even know if it matters if he's in the hunt.
But
by Sunday.
But yeah, right.
But by Sunday, yeah.
Then all of a sudden, man, every eye is on this guy because he's amazing to watch. But anyway, I don't know. Sometimes I think it's sad. Sometimes I think it's just father time catching up with everybody, and it has with him.
Well, and a lot of injuries, man.
And his base at 7 back surgeries. 7.
Yeah. We don't have time to get into all of it, but, man, the whole book on Tiger that Hank Haney wrote, when he talked about Navy SEAL training, and guys close to Tiger like, what are you doing? You're going to hurt yourself. He did hurt himself.
Yeah, finally,
yeah. For my story, I'll pause my story just because we're running out of time here. Because there's a clip I want to play. That would make the point. You'll understand it when we get there. We'll get that. Did you hear? Is it Bye-Bye Big Bird?
I did.
Or PBS, yeah. And Nimrod's in the news coming up.
Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops on Prize Picks. Start the new year right with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. On Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 to 6 players, pick more or less on their stat projections, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks also has early payouts, so if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. You can also copy lineups with one click with the new social feed feature. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5. That's code MVCR on Prize Picks. $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Win or lose, you get the $50 in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oh, no. Stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The Mark Van Camp and Robbins Show. You know, if you've got a tax problem, it's not something you want to just sort of forget about. It'll go away. No, it doesn't. The IRS doesn't forget. They don't forgive, and they don't get nicer with time. And the longer you wait, the more interest and penalties pile up. And before you know it, they're coming after your bank account, your paycheck, or if you own a business, they'll come after that. And that's the kind of stress that will just eat you up, and it's completely avoidable.
Yeah, and the key to avoiding that stress is never fighting the IRS alone. Believe me, they've got more time and money and expertise than you do when it comes to these matters, and they've got
Scott
the weight
knows
of
it.
the law. Yeah.
Well, hand up.
So whether it's personal taxes, business taxes, you need professionals who know the system. That's where Tax Defense and Relief Group comes in. They step in immediately, contact the IRS on your behalf, protect your assets, and work to resolve your tax debt for the lowest amount allowed by law. That's not hope, that's representation.
Yeah, these by the way, these folks have 20 years of experience. They've helped thousands of people deal with the IRS the right way, by the way. Real help, real results, so give yourself some peace of mind and make that call today. Tax Defense and Relief Group 888-322-0077. That's 888-322-0077. Don't wait. Protect your money, your business, and your future right now.
So the Corporation for Public Broadcasting voted yesterday to dissolve itself after Republicans in Congress rescinded $1.1 billion in federal funding. But they had said for a long time, because that's what sustained NPR and PBS, that they didn't need that money.
Yeah.
It's a very small part of what they get. Would this prove otherwise?
Yeah, it would.
Well, I mean, if the programming is so pivotal, as they say it is, right?
Well,
why not go to a commercial model?
Well, they did with Sesame Street. People keep saying, like, oh, yeah, this means Sesame Street is over.
Right.
Friends, you have not paid attention to what Sesame Street has been doing over the last several decades.
That is true. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's the News. We go to Pennsylvania, where a couple got into a fight in a Taco Bell parking lot on New Year's Eve.
Oh, no.
Probably not the New Year's Eve dinner she was expecting, maybe. Guy got out of the car. You know what she decided to do? Oh, yeah. She ran him over.
Oh, gosh.
Cops said he's lucky to be alive.
Golly.
Yeah. I thought we were going out for steak. He's going to be all right, and that's Nimrod's in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So it's Venezuela right now. I think Greenland might be the next freak out for the left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
After what Trump said about Greenland, and then Stephen Miller was talking about Greenland?
Yeah. Well, Trump is saying, we need some sort of operational control of Greenland, and we want it to be part of the United States for national security and for NATO security.
Mm-hmm.
So White House advisor Stephen Miller, his wife posted a photo of Greenland with the U.S. flag over it with the caption, soon. Not long after Nicolas Maduro was arrested. So CNN's Jake Tapper wanted to know, are you going to use military force against Greenland, sir?
Mm-hmm.
The president has been clear for months now that the United States should be the nation that has Greenland as part of our overall security apparatus. The United States,
but your wife posted that like hours after the Venezuela operation.
No, but
that's why it's newly relevant.
No, I'm not, and I'll talk with you about it for an hour. I think it's a really important conversation. I just wanted to reset, Jake, by making clear that it has been the formal position of the U.S. government since the beginning of this administration, frankly, going back into the previous Trump administration, that Greenland should be part of the United States. The president has been very clear about that. That is the formal position of the U.S. government.
Right, but can you say that military action against Greenland is off the table?
It wouldn't be military action against Greenland. The Greenland has a population of 30,000 people, Jake. The real question is, by what right does Denmark assert control over Greenland? What is the basis of their territorial claim? What is their basis of having Greenland as a colony of Denmark? The United States is the power of NATO.
All right, time out before the rest of the clip.
Yeah.
Okay, because we know people are going to freak out over this, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think their answer would be when the question is posed? What right does Denmark have over Greenland?
Because it's ours. Which is funny, the people...
I mean, for someone on the left in America that are going to be freaking out over this, what's the answer?
I don't remember ever studying this, to be honest.
I don't know, because look, I mean, the same people who are outraged about this are the same people who love land acknowledgments.
This is true.
Why do you support Danish colonialism? Fair question, right?
That's a great question. Yes. All right, here's the rest of the clip.
For the United States to secure the Arctic region, to protect and defend NATO and NATO interests, obviously Greenland should be part of the United States. there's no need to even think or talk about this in the context that you're asking of a military operation. Nobody's going to fight the United States militarily over the future of Greenland.
He's probably right about that.
Yeah.
And then, Jake, you're all about NATO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this in NATO's interest?
Well, yeah, it is. So I mentioned before that where a whole lot of missile silos and bases from Russia are situated.
Yeah.
It's a pretty clear shot not only to the United States, but also to Europe with ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. The most effective way or the easiest way to take those down is basically when they're reaching the peak of their arc that they make. Mm-hmm. And that would be based out of Greenland. It's why we have a military installation there. So why wouldn't we assert more control over that? And then, of course, then you have, because the Arctic ice is freeing up, you're going to have more and more Chinese shipping vessels going around there. That is sort of the last frontier on planet Earth.
What do you think about it? How many times Trump has brought something up that no one ever talks about?
Yeah.
And then the freakout's on. And then everyone learns, boy, he's got a point there.
Yeah.
Remember when he was talking about illegal immigration killing us in 2015 when he came down the escalator? People were freaking out. It's like no one's even talking about this.
Yeah.
He knew of the problem.
Well, and the idea of asserting control over Greenland predates Trump. Because I remember in the first Trump administration when it was leaked out that Trump had talked about taking over Greenland, and I just kind of laughed. I'm like, what are we going to do with Greenland? Then it's like, oh, wait, previous presidents have talked about doing that? That's why we have our military stationed there?
Yeah.
Oh. So it's actually not just out of nowhere for no reason that he's talking about doing this. There's actually a really common sense justification for this.
Well, it was one of those things where people would even campaign on certain things and really never do it.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the guy that would say, no, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Embassy in Jerusalem? Yeah, we're going to do it. What? Well, I know we campaigned on it before, but you're actually going to do it?
Right.
It's like, yeah, that's what he does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you get Netflix there?
I think you can, Scott.
Cable.
Are you thinking about moving there?
Cable, internet. Yeah. I mean, 33,000 people, all that the inhabitants are there.
And you don't like people as a rule.
Not as a rule, no. I mean, it would be very nice.
There you go.
I'd be the hermit. I'd be the master of the hermit kingdom.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't run that damn thing.
It's poor times right now for Tim Walz in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, he had to step out of the race because he's fighting for the good people of Minnesota. He's never going to stop fighting for them. You know that. That's his biggest concern.
It has nothing to do with the idea that he's actually maybe worried about something happening.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he says, though. He says, no.
Like he could be in legal trouble.
Right. He says, I think I could win the race, but I also want to make sure that I'm dedicating 100% of my time to protect the people of Minnesota, which really seems like a crock because, in a primary, that would be brought up. The fraud issue would be brought up, and certainly in a general election, it would be brought up.
Well, in the original draft, it was cover my ass. And then, scratch that out and put it in Minnesota.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's about as authentic as Biden saying, I could win this race, but I'm dropping out for the best of the country.
Yeah. Right. Which means what?
Mm-hmm.
It meant nothing.
Yeah.
So is some other goofy Democrat going to say he should be on the Mount Rushmore of Minnesota? Because we got that after Biden was stepping aside.
Prince, Harmon Killebrew,
Kirby Puckett.
Yeah, the two balls.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today he was actually answering questions, and someone asked him, hey, did somebody from the party basically come and tell you, you got to go, you got to take the fall for this?
Oh, funny.
This is a decision that I make and make with my family, and certainly I think, as I said, it's the right decision. I'll note, I think it's appropriate we're here today. The war that's being waged against Minnesota, you're seeing it. We have a ridiculous surge of apparently 2,000 people not coordinating with us that are for a show of the cameras.
Well, we don't know if you're part of the fraud.
Right.
There's no one to trust there.
No.
Talk to the common sense people in Minnesota. They welcome this. Yes, please come clean up this state. This is a freaking mess.
I'm going to note to all of you, today is January 6th. There's no debate what happened. The President of the United States led an insurrection against a fair election to try and overturn that and, report both sides of this. Well, he said he really didn't, and courts convicted 400 of them, and he pardoned them. No, he didn't.
Hold on. You're saying that all those people there that day thought they were overthrowing the government.
Yes.
And they thought they could do it without guns.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gun guy Tim. Freaking dope.
He did that, and that's today. And it's clear that we also saw today he implemented 5 states are being punished with a freezing of federal funds illegally that were appropriated by Congress, our tax dollars.
No, it's not illegal. He can do that. No. You lost, dude. You got found out. It's amazing anyone ever picked you for vice president.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh, yeah.
I mean, if you ever needed, there were many things about Kamala Harris, but that was her big decision, and that was her first one on her own.
Yeah.
What an epic fail that is.
And she went with her gut in the end.
Yes.
Well, the guy
Which is about as authentic as Tim Walz.
Yes.
And you did it for the reason that he could connect with men.
Yes.
I mean, and he comes out skipping and waving and,
it was to make white guys feel comfortable voting for a woman of color. That was the thought.
Yes.
Because they don't understand white men at all.
Right.
They could see right through this guy. That's not a guy's guy.
Yeah, this guy twirling a parasol when he comes out on stage. Right, exactly.
And he's still trying this bit. And some people were making comments on social media saying this was like the Last Supper because he was afraid he was going to get arrested the next day.
That's good.
When he was getting dinner and he got Culver's.
Oh, is that it?
Did you see this at
No,
all?
I have not. No.
Do I have that bit?
Nice Wisconsin company in Minnesota.
Yeah, I have it. I thought I had it because I've listened to it a couple of times. It's like what you're trying to be man of the people still, and this is what we're having for dinner tonight.
Okay, what'd you get?
All right, Culver's. We're repping Culver's tonight. I'm just going to say this: their mushroom and Swiss burgers are very difficult to beat, and onion rings.
Okay.
Man
So what? Okay, tell me why, David, and you too, Scott. You just hear him say that, and you both roll your eyes. Why?
I don't live in an area where there's Culver's anymore, but I did appreciate the Butterburger.
Oh, freaking right.
I mean, I never felt good about it afterwards, but it tasted great going down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just like, man, why'd you have to do that? Why is Culver's catching a stray from this guy?
Well, an attempt to be
your
in your
everyman
world, everyman relatable. So I mean, it's all phony. You know it is because there's nothing relatable about this guy.
Yeah.
But there you go.
The mushroom and Swiss is good.
There's no plot. It is. But it's like, I don't believe that guy.
It's funny, though. Different people were saying Culver's should come out and say, we have nothing to do with Tim Walz. Right. We're America first, and watch their sales go through the roof.
Right.
I bet you anything it would.
Or the Walz burger, just 2 buns put together, no meat in between them.
Well, there's a hot dog in between.
That oh man, that's even funnier.
Yeah, the Walz burger.
Gosh, have we seen a fall that great in a while?
Not in a while.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I would say, I would say Joe Biden's collapse was pretty remarkable to see and probably had greater implications overall.
Yes, greater implications, but we saw that in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like it was one thing after another.
Yeah.
Because you go back to 2019 when he was stepping in at right and left and he couldn't speak, and it got worse.
You go back to how it happened and why it happened with him, and you get it because you think you're getting this hardcore, American-made, tough as steel sort of Midwestern football guy, right?
Yeah.
And you got Richard Simmons.
Oh, gosh. I'd never heard that comparison, but there's something to that. Yeah, he was very excited to see people.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes me think of that Trump talking about his wife doesn't like him dancing because it's not presidential. That's just funny. All right, news update and the 5 stories we're watching today in a few.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Quiet down, here she comes. Shh.
Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Now time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, number 5, President Trump has declared that a fraud investigation of California has begun and accused the state of being more corrupt than Minnesota. Speaking of which, number 4, DHS agents are on the ground in Minneapolis going door to door at Somali daycare centers. They are conducting spot audits to find out how many kids are actually being cared for there, whether or not there are kids being cared for, and let's see if there are any arrests made today or in the next few days. Number 3, Senator Ted Cruz is going to be holding a judiciary subcommittee hearing on accountability and federally funded child care programs, including recent controversies involving Somali-run daycare operations later this month. Spoiler alert, nothing's going to happen as a result of this hearing, but it might be some entertaining television.
Thank you for that, David.
Tim Walz has been invited to testify. We'll see if he takes them up on that.
He won't.
Number 2, White House advisor Stephen Miller backing up the president, saying, Greenland should obviously be part of the United States for national security reasons, and if you dig into the details, it actually makes sense. Although, number 1, today is a very dark day, perhaps the darkest in our nation's history. It's the 5th anniversary of the insurrection. The January 6th attack on the Capitol.
They still call it an insurrection.
Yes, they do. Yep. Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Saying, quote, because he thinks he's going to be president someday, too.
Oh, I know.
He won't be. But says, America, we can never move on from the January 6th attack on the Capitol until there is real accountability. This was the most direct attack on our democracy in my lifetime. It's up to you and up to us to keep standing up for what is right. It's like,
attack
sorry.
on democracy.
Yeah, sorry, but I mean, this thing has been litigated repeatedly for several years, and the American people still voted for Donald Trump to be president again.
They didn't buy the BS.
Yeah.
You had a bunch of friends that went on a bus, Scott.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And, I mean, you can admit it now. They were there to overthrow the government.
Well, of course. That was part of the secret plan. They wanted me to go along. I said, I want no part of overthrowing the government, sir. I'm not a pirate.
They didn't want to overthrow the government.
Of course. As a matter of fact, they didn't even know it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they'd already left.
They're on the bus.
They were on the bus.
Yeah, on
That's
their way
right.
out.
Yeah, because the actual riot started while Trump was still talking.
Yes.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm thinking the whole thing. And, of course, I think about it every time of the QAnon shaman, Jacob Chansley, who, is there. And you would think with this insurrection, law enforcement is going to be corralling these people and getting them out of there.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what happened at all.
No.
And it's one of the funniest pieces of audio ever.
Hey, man.
See, it's edited.
Glad to see you guys. You guys are patriots. Look at this guy. He's got covered in blood. God bless you.
Here comes a cop. He says, "Sir, do you need medical attention?" And this is one of David Van Camp's favorite pieces of audio. The response to that. Roll it.
I'm good, thank you. All right. I got shot in the face with some kind of plastic bullet.
He says, I got shot in the face with some kind of plastic bullet. That's a guy who has been shot by less lethal rounds in the past. I don't ask questions. I just know that to be true.
Yes. This is quite an insurrection that was happening.
Chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing. We will. I've been making sure they ain't disrespecting the place.
We're going to leave the Senate wing. We're just getting some photos is all.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place. I know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but
we're not going to disrespect it.
They were taking pictures with assault iPhones, you see.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. And it was weird because doors were open as they walked in. It was so weird.
Well, yeah, there was the video of the QAnon shaman getting let in to an open door.
Of course. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
It's like there was a greeter there, like a Walmart guy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Senate floor.
Yeah, come on in.
And that's why I think that media finally gave up.
Oh, yeah. Because, there were people who got way, way out of hand and did some pretty disreputable things out there.
And you should be in trouble for it.
There's no question about that. But, a lot of people who wound up getting rounded up in this witch hunt from the DOJ walked in because the doors were being held open for them.
Yep.
And they didn't do anything.
No. They just walked in, took some photos, then their faces all of a sudden, and they're tracked down in whatever state they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think people found out the truth as time went on, which is good. Oh, yeah. All right. Another update to get to. Oh, the Scott Robbins trifecta. You got 3 doozies, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Straight ahead right here. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, news update, David Van Camp.
Well, Tim Walz, again, addressing the media after he made his bombshell announcement yesterday that he would not be seeking a third term as governor of Minnesota because, well, there's a lot of fraud happening, and that happened under his watch, under his leadership, and... Well,
he's selfless because he's looking out for the people of Minnesota,
right.
David.
He's not running because, well, the Democrat Party probably called him and said, hey, look, you're probably going to go down for something, or at least there's a chance that you could, so just drop out of the race. Do your governor thing for a little while. So the question is, will he resign? And here's what he told the media.
Their idea of improving this state is being a parrot for Donald Trump, agreeing to everything that he agreed with. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. It ain't happening. I'm not going anywhere. And you can make all your requests for me to resign over my dead body. Will that happen? I will fight this thing till the very end to make the state better. And the question that I think they need to decide is when did the guy in the White House resign? When does he take accountability for what he did? Because it isn't going to happen here in terms of us.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Well, then why aren't you running for re-election?
Right. Did Somalis rip off the United States in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of your state?
Well, maybe, but...
Well, yeah, I think probably.
Probably. But that's not Trump's fault.
No.
He wasn't president, from 2020 to 2024.
But if you're not going anywhere and you're Captain Badass, then why not run for re-election?
Of course. No one buys it, dude.
No.
So phony.
I think he's panicked.
Oh, I think that's true. You don't know how deep this thing goes. And who knew what?
Or who looked the other way. I mean, the
Yes.
leaked audio of Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota, is making the rounds again, where he's telling a lot of these groups connected to some of the fraud, hey, I'm going to look the other way, or I'm going to run cover for you. I'm not going to let them go after you. And at least one or two of the people that he was talking to there wound up getting convicted on fraud charges.
Yeah.
But also donated to his campaign.
Right. He knew.
Mm-hmm.
He knew. Saw this from Daily Wire. Dan Bongino preparing to take on grifters and bums. And that's in the conservative movement.
Uh-huh.
Because he is now the former FBI deputy director. And he's going to be getting back to his podcast, but didn't announce the date.
Mm-hmm.
But he said in the statement, I started in this movement as a candidate during the Tea Party movement, and I began my political commentary career shortly after. I helped build this movement, and I sure as hell am not going to let it get hijacked by a group of backpilers, life losers, grifters, and bums.
Grifters and Bums is a hell of a name for a podcast.
I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know.
Well, I know he's had a Twitter spat ongoing with former Representative Matt Gaetz. He said, he's freeloading off his dad. He's a grifter, bad guy, all of that. And I don't necessarily disagree about Matt Gaetz personally, but then Matt Gaetz says, hey, I just remember you saying very nice things about me, and then shared a clip of Dan Bongino on his show saying that there was a moment that Matt Gaetz had when he was in Congress that proves why he should be the next Attorney General of the United States.
Oh, wow. Well, I saw that. I'm like, okay. I know there's been a lot of infighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was Megyn Kelly with Ben Shapiro, you know, that whole thing going back and forth, and people, then it's Tucker Carlson and people trying to bring Matt Walsh into it. And
right.
He's staying out, and I didn't know if he was talking about those people, but he said we've got midterms coming up, and there's no time for bull bleep. This administration is cooking, and real change simmers. If you're going to spend your entire day, it's the B word, griping and whining with 3/4 of the term still to go, then please find the exits. There's no time for it. Okay. I think people had the biggest problem they had with Bongino going in to the FBI was, you know, first the Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because he had talked a lot about it before he was ever, you know, serving, that there was the goods with, you know, Epstein files. And then he gets in, and it was that weird appearance on Fox where he's saying, I listen, and it's going to come out, and we're going to show you, you know, the tapes, and you'll know, you know, that he killed himself. Well, then they release the tapes, and there's a minute gone. And people are like, what the is that? That doesn't seem to make any sense. And a lot of people thought he and Kash Patel looked like hostages that were made to go out there and make a statement. And he was like, you know, what did he say? Like, I've seen it. He killed himself.
He killed himself. You want me to get, I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Okay. Well, what does that mean, though? I saw the file.
Yeah.
If there was definite proof that he killed himself, you'd put it out there, wouldn't you?
Well, they're talking about they're going to release this video, and then they release the video, and people are like, hey, there's like a minute missing. And then Pam Bondi goes out there and says, well, that's how security systems work, that there's a 1 minute that gets missing whenever the clock ticks over to midnight.
And it might be when he comes back, he's going to be able to say, listen, there was a lot of BS, and I fought with Pam Bondi on who knows. I'm guessing that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you know, I know
crimes are committed right at midnight.
Yeah, I know he still has his audience, but I know also personally a lot of people who used to like him a lot who are like, oh man, he was a big disappointment there.
Well, that other time he was on Fox in May of last year, you know, talk about sounding whiny. I thought, if you remember this, it went like this.
I gave up everything for this. I mean, you know, my wife is struggling. I'm not a victim. I'm not Jim Comey. It's fine. I did this, and I'm proud I did it. But if you think we're there for tea and crumpets, well, I mean, Cash is there all day. We share it. Our offices are linked. He turns on the faucet. I hear it. He's there he gets in at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't leave till 7 at night. You know, I'm in there at 7:30. in the morning. He uses the gym. I work out in my apartment. But I stare at these four walls all day in D.C., by myself, divorced from my wife. Not divorced, but separated, divorced. And it's hard. We love each other, and it's hard to be apart.
You work early in the morning until evening? Program directors at news talk stations do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about the guy that runs the FBI and the deputy director. I think most people don't think that, you're just going to cruise in at 9, grab a cup of coffee, shoot it for a while, and leave at 5.
Yeah.
That's an odd thing to say.
The optics were not good on that. I'm here to help, not to hurt, but that didn't come off very well. All right, Scotty, you ready for your big 3?
Yeah,
all right, here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Well, Casey, what do you think, huh?
I'm ready.
Having a good day?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
3.
Time for me to have a good day, then. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Are we still on for pickleball, Casey?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Just making sure.
3.
I know.
I have plans. I'm wearing my gym shorts today.
It's disgusting to me because I was always nothing but good to this guy, and he won't do anything. Now, David, you play
Give it
pickleball
up.
with him.
Well,
3.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm just going to leave it there. Number 3, car thefts are plummeting.
Yeah, President Trump's official crackdown on illegal immigrants and the international theft rings they run are part of it, if not all of it. Between January and October of 2025, 324,003 cars were reported stolen. That's a 24% drop over 421,791 reported during the same period last year. Several factors, they say, seem to have contributed to this. First of which is a series of federal and state efforts to prosecute migrants and international theft rings. In September, for instance, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced the taking down of an international car theft ring in Michigan.
Where people ride a lot of bikes all the time.
Yes. ICE announced a 12-count indictment that took down a group stealing cars. Here's what they did. They stole the cars, packed them into shipping containers, and then sent them out to other parts of the country.
Wow.
If not our country, other countries.
Unreal.
Where they were unpacked. This was going on in, Garden City, and this was in Detroit. These things are all over the place, these theft rings, and they've cracked down on a bunch of them, and we're seeing a precipitous drop in stolen cars now.
Good.
Imagine that, huh?
Now, on with the countdown.
Scott Robbins, trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
However, card theft.
Yeah, card theft.
That's actually gone through the roof already. Bandits have stolen $300,000 worth of cards.
Yeah, Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Really?
This Pokemon, I don't understand it. It's not my thing. I don't know much about it, but I know
it's for kids, Scott.
There's adults in gambling in this world now.
Yeah.
They're playing with these things.
Okay.
That much money involved. Holy smokes! Yeah, smash and grab took place 3:30 in the morning. The crew was seen. The security alarms were blaring. By the way, they were in and out of the place in less than 3 minutes, and they managed to get $300,000 worth of cards. Pokemon cards and other sports cards that were very, very valuable as well. And they don't have any leads on the story yet, but I would imagine there's some sort of international theft ring at work here as well.
So is it collectible? Are you just baseball?
Pokemon.
Are you just baseball cards only?
I don't have that many cards anymore. I have a few that I hung on
anymore. You got rid of them?
Well,
you actually sold something?
I didn't sell them. I gave them away. Some of them because they were not valuable, but.
Oh, got it.
If somebody wants them, that's fine. They can have them. But yeah, I got a few still. Not a lot of them though. I got more other stuff.
Do you know what is worth the most that you have?
I think I got I'd have to go back and look at them, like a Fergie Jenkins rookie or any Hall of Famer that's a rookie card. I might have a Clemente one.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know, but
maybe some of that stuff, But again, I mean the Pokemon thing. I know because I watched that collectible show on Netflix.
Right.
These Pokemon cards are insane.
It's wild.
He'll get a tip on a Pokemon card and freak out.
Wow.
He'll get on a plane
Whole
and
other
fly
world
to
a
where
lot
the
of
guy
us
is.
didn't even know existed.
The countdown doesn't stop till we reach
That's
the
why I
top.
love this portion of the show, yes.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, one.
Number 1, another minor league baseball team is rebranding with a new mascot.
I love this. Every sports fan knows the thing about minor league baseball, right? Some of the greatest nicknames ever. Jumbo Shrimp, the Trash Pandas, the Yard Goats. They got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, operating out of beautiful Jupiter, Florida, the St. Louis Cardinals decided it's time for a little rebrand on our minor league team here. So they threw their hat in the ring for one of the coolest major league or minor league baseball alternative mascots in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Frozen Iguanas. Now,
Oh, yeah.
for those who don't know, in Jupiter, Florida, when it gets really cold, or in Florida, you got these iguanas in the trees, and they just fall out
Yes.
of the trees. So their mascot is an iguana that's got ice all around it.
You're going to get one, aren't you?
I love. Are you
want a
kidding?
hat?
I want a hat so desperately bad.
I know.
Have you seen my baseball?
Yeah.
And there you have it.
The Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day. Great job as
The
always, Scott.
Frozen Iguanas. How can you not like that?
This is
Well, the
why
more you
Casey-
mention it, the more you're wearing it out.
This is why Casey doesn't hang out with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
He may not say it, but
Man, he's gone card shopping with me before. I can't believe that.
Believe me, I didn't want to go.
Well, you
it was
went.
pity. Yeah.
Man, all right. News update, and Nimrod's in the news in just a few.
Goodbye.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
No, just like life, trying something new can be hard, but on Prize Picks, it feels good to be right. With the high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend, what a weekend is going to be for the NFL. Next few weekends, actually. And elite hoops action almost every night. Well, the action never stops. So start the new year with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. On Prize Picks, you simply pick 2 to 6 players. You pick more or less on their stat projections. Submit your lineup. That's it. Prize Picks also has early payouts. So if your lineup gets off to a hot start, you have the option now to cash out before the game is even over. So you can also copy lineups with one click with the new social feed feature. So don't miss any of the action this season with Prize Picks. It is good to be right. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MVCR on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. So win or lose, you're going to get the $50 in lineups just for playing. That's guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
You've got your Bears. Your Bears got a home playoff game. They're division champs.
Yep.
And they're underdogs at home?
Really, are they?
That's disrespectful, isn't it?
I didn't know that.
1.5, that's what I see.
Why is that? I don't get that.
It seems to me the odds makers are saying maybe they're just not that good. I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm not saying that.
There's a lot of teams right now that are suddenly like not very good, but did what they needed to do.
Is there one dominant team this year that you think just can run the table?
It's very interesting. I mean, you've got like the Broncos are like you would not look at them and say necessarily great team, but they've got a shot. The Steelers, not the best team in the world, potentially have a shot.
It looks to me like the NFC West is where it's at. It's going to be a team out of there.
Niners?
Could be. Could be the Rams. Could be the Seahawks. You don't know.
No.
The Rams are on the road, and they're 10-point favorite against Carolina. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it will be fun.
No doubt about it. You got a news update, David?
Yes, Greenland and Denmark have requested a meeting with Secretary of State Marco Rubio. They want to hash some things out.
You're not making that up, are you?
I'm not making that up. No, they have because they want to get some clarification probably. And I don't know if this is something you'd want to put a bet on, but do you think that Greenland will be somehow part of the United States?
It's possible.
In the next 2 years?
I'd say it's possible.
Will they get a Senate seat then? And
no, I think it would be
Congress?
territory.
Yeah, it's just territory.
I don't know.
I would not doubt it.
Trump might give him a couple of senators while he's in it.
We got to get the Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's the news. We go to Florida. Mailman facing charges after he allegedly tried to run over a 10-year-old kid for stealing a package he had just left on someone's porch. 41-year-old William White Jr. delivering mail in Pensacola saw a kid ride by on a scooter with a box he had just dropped off. Cops said he tried to hit the kid with his mail truck to get the package back. Luckily, the boy was able to bail last second. Ended up in the hospital with an ankle injury. Here's the thing. Kid wasn't stealing the package. William had dropped it off at the wrong address. Kid was just trying to be nice.
Oh, no.
Mailman's in a lot of trouble, and that's Nimrod's in the News.